Alright, that should do it. Turn you down though, you're loud. Could be soon enough. Of course, every time I tab out of the game, it always messes up or something. Where is it though? There it is. Awesome. Now let's get started. Alright everybody, what's happening everyone? It's your boy Hardcorn, and we're back with more action Taimanin today. We've got a lot ahead of us, that's for sure, because it's summertime, it's continuing on. It's August now, it's Paugust even. Because my goodness, we got these fat bitches and everything like that, we gotta love them. We gotta love all these ladies, they're so fantastic. Because they're getting a lot of stuff that's reran for them, and that's for sure. Everyone is here, and they're looking fantastic. But to start off our day, it is at the beginning of August. That means the newsletter for the month of August coming out has arrived. So we're going to take a look at that real quick. That over there. Alright, I haven't read much into this because I got it from my mail earlier, since it's the first time I actually just sat down and checked my email in the first place. So let's see what we got going on with it. Of course, they're promoting Francis, that has now appeared into the game for sure. I'm very surprised that they're going straight in for like all these RPGX characters, especially someone like Francis, because she is very much known to be super duper slutty and everything like that, and that's what we like. We approve of her promiscuous nature, at least. She loves to drink, she loves to party, she's the type of girl that everyone's friends with, whether you like it or not. So she's going to be released on the 6th of August, which is next week. Obviously we'll make something for her, we're going to be checking her out, that's for sure, because there's a lot to go over. She's got pretty cool costumes, and she also comes with her own unique effect, which I like a lot. Granted, they are intentionally vague because I think it is a specific buff or a debuff that's going to happen, which typically has been par for the course as of late. She's stacks based, so to say the least, that's going to be interesting for sure. Because after we look over here as well, you know, she's going to have the typical character release items, like we're going to get the crystal kit, the friend emblems, all that sort of stuff. They're going to have those achievements for her, just for getting her to from 1 to 75 or 81. Do all, 1 to 75, uncap her and everything like that. And complete like 200 to 700 quests with her. I think Asuka's the only one they ever did it for, which is where you complete like 700. That took a while. But I'm more or less concerned with when you play with Francis, you're going to have to deal with the fact that when she was released, everybody was either speculating she's going to be like, oh man, she's going to have all kinds of weapons, like she's going to share weapons with Murasaki or something, because she's going to be like a slow heavy hitter because of her bat and everything. Because in RPGX, she uses the bat, and she also has a pair of pistols she uses too. I don't think I've seen very much about using the pistols in the first place. They want another melee character, because ranged characters in this game are very, very strong. So we've got Sin Eater, Rosetsugane, Particle Reactor, Rashomon Club, Pimped Out, and Yasha Club. So something tells me that she's going to have her own specific set of weapons, which makes things very expensive for her to actually get her geared up in the first place. Like, you're probably going to buy 2 sets. You're going to buy your UR Arena weapon. You're going to try and pull her banner to see if you can get a 5.5 SR weapon. Because honestly, I want to see what her SRs do, if they're like critical damage benefits, skill damage, speed up, give her a specific buff or anything like that. Or her character specific weapon's going to be something like, I don't know, increased attack damage or something. She's probably going to be some sort of out of the park heavy hitter. I'm very excited for her. I really am. This is a character that's like, I liked her in her RPGX, in her time in RPGX. She's super pretty. This is a character I'm very excited for. I like this. So if they make her bad, which they probably won't, they typically don't try to make bad characters anymore. They just make them overtuned and like super bulky for some reason. I want to see what she does, because I'm concerned with like 3 things. is she going to be consistently armored like Murasaki? Is she going to have any sort of healing? Because that means you would have to baby her like with someone else, like Lapis. Like, what's her VR viability? What's she gonna look like for a new player or anything like that? Because that's typically the questions I get asked a lot. Regardless, Francis is coming, and boy oh boy is she gonna come a lot for people. My goodness. On forward, we've got August events. We've got your typical 7-day login campaign. You log in for the first half of the month. You get bonuses set up. Second half starts in the second half of August when she releases 4 gems. So you get those. Looks like lobby summer stream theme. I already have that. Firework kit. That could be some sort of item. Orb kits, chance booster, limited gacha coin, and more. Not too bad. Typical stuff you'd figure out. Just play the game. They're bringing back the board game event. Well, the previous one wasn't so much a board game. It was more or less like you drew straws and you went the distance. I guess it'll be similar to that. Clear surprise missions to acquire dice and play the board game to receive various events. So it's more or less looking like the same thing. So it gives us a voucher summer vacation special, crystal kit, affinity items, and more. This is kind of weird because this is Emily's fall costume, and typically I don't know if they start fall events in like August or something in Japan, but oh well. Summer vacation special. I think that's probably just gonna be more costumes. So we can live with that. Colorful red palette event, so you're gonna get items that tomato juice, you get 20 desire. This is like the fact they've been giving desire point items is really great. Like we're running the tomato event again, so you can get yourself the tomato icon. You can get a red present box to get yourself a 1% chance of getting a UR character, a UR supporter out of that. But the tomato juice will be giving you 20 desire. You're probably going to be able to have a way to get like 160 desire out of this. Just like they did with the blue event. The colorful blue palette event, that's it, when they did this for Kiara. Speaking of Kiara though, the Summer Holidays costume discount. The discounted costumes are going to be Ingrid, Micah, Kiara, and Asuka. So effectively all these people right here, they're going to have discounted costumes. They're probably going to be like, I think these things cost like 300 to 350 a piece. So they're going to be like 175 or something. I guess I can't math or anything like that. This is actually a pretty cool thing right here. New supporter formations. So when the update with Francis comes out, you will have access to 41 new formations. Granted, if you've been I can already tell though, it's like with the problems with the formations is that they don't rerun a lot of these extremely limited supporters. Like from very early on in the game's lifetime, you have like stuff you can't even get anymore. Like it's impossible. They're like, unless you start messing around in the exchange facility, and nobody wants to mess with that. That thing is like, ugh, that is some hot shit all the time. Like I cannot be bothered to do the exchange facility unless I really have a lot of surplus. And even then, with the surplus and everything like that, I just want to use those for enchantment materials because I can already I know Francis is gonna come out, and she's gonna get probably an arena weapon that needs its own help until I can get enough items to make like a 3-5 or a 4-5 UR weapon, which is always so very tiresome. I sometimes wish they would share more often. But 41 new formations means if you missed a limited supporter, you're kind of fucked there, bud. You really are. Just like how I am. I've missed several limited supporters. I know that for sure. I've tried to catch up on a lot of those, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta spend your stuff elsewhere. But hello, everybody. I'm glad everybody's there to show up. We're going over the newsletter right now, if you missed earlier. We're going over the newsletter. And right now, we just talked about earlier with Francis how she got in and everything like that. We're talking about the formations too. 41 new formations means they've obviously caught up now to probably just about every single one that's been released thus far. But it makes me wonder, when was the last time they released supporters? Not supporters, but formation stuff like that. And also, how are they going to beat Library Girls? Library Girls, I think, is like one of the top tier formations in the first place. Honestly, if they're giving us 41 formations right here, I hope they expand the favorite formation slot. That would be awesome. Alright, Golden Pass. Once again, Miss Rinko is on the Golden Pass, and she's got something very, very expensive that looks really cool too. I love the Twin Tails effects. Miss Midsummer Hunter over here. Everybody clap for Rinko. She managed to get a costume that's not total shit again. Sadly, it's locked behind Golden Pass. It's on sale though, so that means, okay, well, wow, okay. We'll get to that in a second. The Golden Pass sale means, I think it's, the last time they discounted this was like when they're doing something with Anrose. So this goes to like $10. It's got a costume like that, and now you can actually get a Golden Pass that's worth, actually sits down and be worth $10. You get all those UR draw tickets, the benefits to the costume for sure. I'm honestly really impressed. I like this a lot. Also, check out the phone in her hands and everything like that. That means that means Rinko herself, our little buddy over here, is a Samsung S23 user. She dismays Apple and everything like that. She runs around with Samsung equipment because she's fucking based. It's hard not to avoid this because this is probably what I didn't expect this. Well, let's get this going though. Inage Natsu. This is Foxy Grandma. This is one of my favorite releases in the last couple of years for RPGX because oh man, does that hit it for me. That really does. It's like, oh, that's the ticket right there, because she does the same things that like Sayuri and Jasmine does in Senran Kagura, where Sayuri is like a bajillion years old in like her normal form, and then she transforms in her ninja power and she's like super young and spry. Which is great. She's got pretty good scenes too. Like really good stuff. And there's also, I have our Koikatsu model as well, and that's great. Somebody took the time and dedication because they like her too. She's a Shindle creation as well, which I think that would be also because also this is a limited supporter. Now, here's the thing. For the longest time, probably the last 2-something years, if you got a limited supporter, that means you get to be a character. Granted, that's not exactly true for about 4 or 5 of them, but for the track record for the most part, if you got a limited supporter, that means you're going to be a character. And what a timing too, for her to show up as a limited supporter just in time for the October release on the 5th year anniversary. Well, this is the 4th for English, but the 5th year anniversary for the entire Action Taimanin game. Now that is an acquisition, like holy fucking shit. Like, she's great. I just imagine she's like, maybe they'll make her like a Lego Star Wars Yoda, where she just walks around like at like 4 miles an hour, but then when you start attacking with her, she just zips around the arena and just like destroys everything. That would honestly be like a really funny joke sort of character situation, but then she'd just like be probably broken on like a fixed plane area like arena. I'm happy that Inage Natsu is in. I'm pretty sure you guys are as well too, because this is last year's anniversary release was Hebiko. That's a really good release too. That's someone who should have been 100% in there from the beginning. I'm so glad that like Hebiko actually made it. Really fun character, really great. I'm glad that she made it. Now that we get someone like Inage Natsu, like obviously people don't. I like Hebiko, I really do, but she obviously is not the type of character who brings in the money, like someone like Rin or another Asagi clone, or someone who's like more famous, like Limited Yukikaze or something like that. Or like you have Eleanor, you have Lapis, real out of the park hitters. Phantasma's done pretty well for them. I have to open the game up because I forgot some of the characters are released. But I'm excited for this. I really am. Francis getting in was like, I'm very happy about that. That is like something. One, she's probably going to be human. She's probably like, Francis is going to be like the last demon that's going to release this year or something, unless they want to make Inage Natsu something like that. They want to make Foxy Grandma the next human. There's nothing else I can say. I'm just so fucking. This is a really great acquisition. But I don't have the picture. I have to find the video again. We'll watch that after this because it shows the details of the supporter. But let's keep going. We get a new story event, the longest summer in Gosha. Of course, like any other event, it lasts a whole month. Lydia Beretta. Oh, hello everybody. We're doing pretty good. I'm just here splurging about a good old Inage Natsu and Francis. I'm glad. I hope you guys are excited for her too, because, well, for the both of them at least. Because man, that is the ticket. That is fucking great. This is something that's like, wow. The only other character I've really been like super excited for like this year has been Lena, because Lena's like the protege for Ingrid, one of my other favorite characters. So it's like they made Lena really fun to play, and I'm so glad. I was like, I'm so happy that I'm getting characters I really want in the game. I hope they aren't cumbersome to play. But to get back to it though, the longest summer in Gosha itself is another story event that we're gonna have like you farm it. I don't have the stats for Lydia. I remember Lydia. This version of Lydia is like green, and she has at max is like 32% more damage for demons or humans. 30% more damage to demons/humans depending on who's equipped with it. I was like, man, this is gonna be a really good fucking supporter. Gorg, the rice fields are coming, because that's when we're gonna go farming. Because we first have to talk about the newsletter release. It's been pretty good so far they've been doing releases. Because September is probably going to be another renewal, like how we had with Kiara last month. Kiara's renewal, honestly, like was very mediocre. So I hope they do something for like Kurenai. But Lydia is a really good supporter we'll get into the future with. Lena herself gets a costume. I'm very happy about that. Hell Knight Summer Holiday. So you get let's see, is that part of it? No, that's part of the when the other event ends, we'll get this at the end of the month. Which I'm impressed. It's like, wow, we're going straight into this soon, aren't we? Beachside Storm. It's honestly a pretty conservative costume for most of the cast, but I like how daring they are with Miss Lena. Also, my goodness, she is super thin. Like, I guess there's a thing that's like, oh, they gotta be as like wide as their head. It's like, my goodness, we're not to be like the fucking assholes that are like, where did her organs go? Whatever. Looks good on you. Looks good, Lena. We're gonna be adding that to your repertoire of costumes that I always end up getting for you. This is big news though. We get a new limited package. This is Immortal Vacation. We get a new supporter for Murasaki, Coral Cleaver, and Gems. It's a very cute costume for her. It starts at the end of the month though, so I know I will 100% get people saying like, where? It's the 6th, where's the costume? It's like, it doesn't arrive until the 20th. Please calm down. Let's see. Oh, that's different. I like that because it's very nice. We get Muchan's smile. She's actually smiling for once. She's not head over heels or angry or anything like that. She's actually happy for once. This is also like the second Murasaki limited package like ever. No, I think that she has like 3 from what I remember. It's I can't remember. It was very early on in the game's life, which is like Demon Murasaki, ADW Annihilator, and this is going to be like I think the 3rd with Immortal Vacation. I think this is like I don't know if this is exactly drawn by Kagami himself, because it's probably like one of his assistants or like lookalikes. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm glad everybody likes her though. Obviously, we will pick it up because I'll be honest. I'm very like indifferent to Murasaki. I understand she's very strong. You all know that. I know that. But it's like she doesn't really do it for me as much as Ingrid does, or Asagi. So it's like everybody who's been waiting for a new Murasaki costume, congratulations. You got your wish and she looks great. So now we have Task Force Emergency Response 2, aka way too fucking expensive for its own good. This is the first edition had the stuff from like the first, I think, 2.5 years. So I guess you can, like, that was the one place you can get Oniguro, Saburo, or whatever, and some of those other early limited supporters from events. Okay, this is now Emergency Response 2, which means these are all stuff that they have reran at least once or twice at this point, making this pointless. Bad situation. Now we get Phantom Apostle. I think this is one of the most reran packages in the entire game. That and Crime and Punishment. Like I think I've seen this almost like this is the 7th or 8th time they've done this across the entire lifetime of the game. So if you missed your chance for Dawn of the Punisher and Atoner's Prayer with the costume and supporter, hey, this is your chance again. They'll probably rerun it at Christmas too and anniversary. Now this is one they don't rerun a lot, which is Dermatologist Emily. Hermetic Majestius is very good. That's a very good limited weapon as well. Emily tends to get a lot of really good limited equipment because she's Emily. Everybody loves Emily. Armored Leopard. Now this is one that also doesn't appear a lot is Divine Armor. Now, let's see. We've had Big Mommy over here. She got her renewal. Emily got hers. She didn't really need it, but she certainly got one as well. I hope it's Kurenai's turn because she certainly needs it. Because we're getting Divine Armor back, Dainslift, Typhring, and the gems. This is a really cool costume for Kurenai because it actually changes her hair. And it's a costume I actually like on Kurenai. Since her normal costume itself, it's like I don't really enjoy. I usually put her with like Black Cat's Summer or like the Kitty Cat costume or the swimsuit. Or just Divine Armor. Divine Armor was a very cool scene in RPGX when I remember. I think she has a scene with it. I'm losing my mind. Now we get Volt Summer Vacation. This is now the second time this package has been reran. So if you missed probably the top tier Rin costume, it's your chance, buddy. Go get it. And we get Summer Beach Dream Package. That's a good one too for Miss Eleanor over here. Don't miss it. That's one I remember. I know it was like as soon as I saw this was out here, I'm like, I gotta get it because it's like that's beautiful. It's also these are now these are the whatchamacallit. These are for Desire costumes. No, I think Rin's Desire costume was the wedding dress. She released in June, and I think this was Desire. But either way, you're gonna be paying out the nose for these. Which is very unfortunate because I really hate those $32 packages for Desire Shop stuff. You get even less than what you would have done to accumulate enough points to get these outfits in the first place. But boy howdy hey, we've got some motherfucking new costumes. Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's see, we've got good old Ann Rose. Ann Rose has got herself another costume. This is now like I think the second or third one she's gotten this year. Very good stuff for Miss Annie. This is probably like this quote unquote censored version, but I digress. Spinel gets the cool like girl next door type of outfit. I like this. This is actually a very conservative look that actually kind of complements the game. Because she's just wearing like regular clothes you'd see someone wear. Everybody else is just like thoughting it up. They really are. Frances, of course, bears it all because she ain't got nothing else better to do. But who really steals the show? I'm sure your eyes went directly over to Miss Saika over here. Like, my goodness. She's got the funny dress, the funny meme dress that's been going around, the jacket. She's got the short jacket, the low-cut shirt. She's got the mask on. She's got her cool little sunglasses. The Big Butt Hot Robot Part 2, the Revengeance Edition. She even has the skin tone color legs. This is a winner. This is going to be a winner. And it's probably going to be 350 gems. So by God, you better fucking get it. Because by God, she'll kick your ass if you don't buy it. Because look at her. She's like, she knows. That's the look of somebody who's like, you better fucking get this. You better get it. Nobody else matters here. Maybe Ann Rose, but you better get her. You better get her. Next up, we have the one-day job addition to the collection. We have Hot Buttons Kurenai, Cheerleader Oboro, one of the most famous scenes in RPGX. Rest in peace, Shikinosuke's butthole. And we have epic Higurashi reference, Shisui. We have Shrine Maiden Shisui. Honestly, I'm very surprised that she didn't come with this one standard, because like this actually fits her very well. Kurenai's costume is very cute though, I appreciate that. But this one's the real winner out of the one-day job collection right here, because Cheerleader Oboro, that's great. And we bring back other repeated costumes for the one-day job series set. We don't bring back the other ones, but we certainly have the rest of everybody else with Sue and Hebiko. Burger Hebiko, I never noticed this actually, because the Burger Hebiko actually just has her, it's a octopus sandwich. Did you make that yourself there, hun? Who knows, you probably did. You're a very resourceful girl. And we ended off with the official website now gets a oh yeah, this is their renewal for August, is their website. It's getting an official makeover so it doesn't look like it's stuck in 2012. And you know what? I bet it runs like a dying animal. Oh well. Congratulations there, Grandma. You've managed to improve your website. And if you haven't gotten it yet, you can get yourself the AP Potion ×2 Gacha Coin ×2 by entering the code down here. It's only valid from the 1st to the 8th, so if you miss out on it, you don't get any rewards. Now that's something right there. That's all of it right there. Let's go to the video. Let's go to the Action Taimanin channel. Let's go watch videos. Let's go watch videos. We're a React channel now. This is the part, guys. This is the part where we're gonna go react to videos. All right, let's see. We've got several stuff from here. 3 weeks. We've got 3 videos we're gonna watch. So first, we're gonna start off from 8 days ago. We've got Francis's costumes. A costume. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be obnoxious with it. That's so loud. Oh my god, that's gonna blow up my fucking ears. Oh, we have to fix the window capture. Let's turn that down. That was really loud. Francis jump scared, my favorite. Actually, we can change that. Oh no, wait, we can just put it at full screen. That'd be fine. Cool. Or is that turned down loud? Let's see what costumes Francis is going to be getting. That's still loud. I imagine these are the censored variety. Can I put it at 1080? Oh wait, it doesn't change anything because these are in-game assets. It doesn't do much. It doesn't give it the same sort of sharpening that when I render stuff it does for it. So let's see. I guess she's got like the boy shorts type of look for because this is the censored version, I can already tell. Look at that. Look at those moves. Look at those fucking moves right there. She just What is this? What is this? So we've got Frances. We got her. This is gonna, I guess, her Desire costume one. Is this part of like the bunny outfit series, or are they gonna start a new collection of what do you call it? Wow, casino dealer or something like that. This chick looks like she sucks dick every single day of the week. I'm not joking. Is she a waitress or is she a dealer? Oh, this is the workout outfit section. One of my favorites because I love the workout clothes choices they make for all the people, because they're a nice combination of like conservative clothing and looking really slutty at the same time. Like, though I'm baffled with some of the decisions. Like, how do you're wearing a sports bra, yet you're also having like a second one underneath? Is her shit popping out so hard that she's got to have two at once? I mean, I imagine this is the censored version, but it's also like, my goodness, that's Oni Peck power right there. She's just bursting from the seams, baby. Look at this fucking shit. I think she has purple eyes. That's good. Oh, that's cool. Wow, they actually took the time to make a name tag for her. Is it part of the texture? It is. Oh, wow. That's it's kind of not my favorite thing in the world. That's Ina and Emily's headpiece outfit. No, I think that's specifically from Ina's friendship costume with Emily. I like this. I like the naughty nurse's costume. This is nice. This is good. This is good stuff. This is. Hold on. Let's use that YouTube slow-mo. Please, oh please. Oh my god, they really did it. Is this for real? Is this like... Fellas, all my fellas, look at this stuff. She actually gets her Tommy gun from the RPGX sessions. So that means if she's going to be the first person to simultaneously use a ranged weapon and melee at the same time, I'm going to be like fucking floored with this. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is the fucking Thompson. It's the same Thompson that she uses in the game with the drum magazine and everything. But who knows, maybe it's part of like this itself. Because when we were talking about it earlier, it's like, oh man, she's got the bat. It's like, is she going to be a ranged character? I haven't seen any other videos of this, so maybe they're going to show off some gameplay stuff. This is actually pretty exciting. If she actually has this, if they actually make weapon switching viable with her, I'll be very impressed. She'll be the first character that it's actually worthwhile to do on. But this is obviously the censored costume again. So I imagine when this is all said and done, we get released, we're probably going to have, this is going to be covered, obviously. This will be gone. This will be here because this is, I think, part of the texture itself. This is the same thing with like Rins or something like that. But this bottom part will be gone. Because it looks like it's already out of place. Like if you have like, it checks for iOS and it's like, that's it. This looks like it's probably they trim it up a little because it's the same kind of texturing it has with the boots, and it's like a very hard and shiny, like the ones for the ones that cover on her chest, and these. So I imagine this is like all part of the outfit. It's like this sort of 3/4 situation with like Micah. Micah's version is like weird because she does like the jail bar eye covering, which is kind of weird. Hang on, I want to check that. It's like she's got that not covering the horns, so okay. It is part of the costume itself. All right. Very cool. I like this. I especially like the nice touch of 2 huge zippers right where the good stuff's at. I guess they gotta activate their zipper fetish like it's fucking Kingdom Hearts or something. Maybe I should do that one day. I would like to play Kingdom Hearts again, especially on stream. So this is her friend costume. I forget who this character is in RPGX. Because I already know it's like this is a character from there, because I've seen this design before. For the most part, it's actually extremely busy in like the CGs for the game itself. I honestly don't like the way the character looks, but I guess when you like put the character in motion and put it onto somebody, maybe it makes a difference. Fuma Aki, okay. It is the 4th Fuma character, so we've got what, Tokiko. Oh no, I'm losing it. I'm losing the focus. What's her name again? We got Amane, Tokiko, Saika, and Aki now. That's 4 of the Fuma family, besides Mr. Fuma Kotaro himself. I imagine you could get it colored to her original outfit. Not bad. Not bad in terms of the costumes for that one. Not exactly my cup of tea, but well, some of those are like, wow, that's great. That's hitting home for me. Some of them are like, I'm okay. Some of them are like, I'll never use. Will we get enough characters to redo the Fuma Rebellion? At this rate, we're gonna be able to, because we got 4 in some capacity. We'll have what? We have 2 playable, hopefully 2 more in the future. Need to fit the screen. It's weird because it doesn't fit correctly. All right. Next up, it's the... Oh, wait, we've already done this one. That's just like recollecting the newsletter. Let's watch it anyways. Login stuff. More login. Okay, it actually just tells what the login stuff is. $10 pass. They record these at 30 FPS. Wow. New supporters and game functions. There it is. This is the one I was looking for. All right, Lydia herself. This is what I was talking about earlier. Increased damage in machine and human type characters by 32%. This is in green, which is honestly insane for me to think about. It's like, my God, 32% in green. Might mod into Genshin. You go right ahead there, Kiro. You get that shit right there into Genshin, because my God, we need more Rinko representation. We'll give this a thumbs up just for the costume. And Lydia herself. That's great. Okay, there it is. I'm glad they put them next to each other. Turn that up. All right. Foxy Grandma over here is in blue. I hope the color matches. I really do. I really hope it matches. Because I think, what is it? Our last... Phantasma was red. Francis's, I know, is green. Is Inage Natsu going to be blue and keep the trend going? Let's fucking hope. Increases damage against debuffed enemies by 32%, already a solid effect. Decreases damage taken by 22% when a character is buffed. So it's offensive and defensive. That's honestly kind of great. Let's see. You got normal melee attacks have a 10% chance to increase skill damage by 44% by 5 seconds every 10. And she smokes. We know she smokes a lot. She's a smoker. She's great. It deals 1280 damage and snares for 10 seconds on a 45-second cooldown. That's something, honestly, I haven't been thinking about a lot. Because a 45-second cooldown for a 1280 damage nuke is kind of great. It reminds me of Kaoru, because I think hers is like 48 seconds, and it does like a ton of damage. Well, also that's because it modifies your critical damage. But either way, it's like this is a good supporter. because it doesn't require you to do anything crazy besides exist. This is a top tier choice. I am very surprised like they actually wanted to go through with her and put her in the game, because it's Asagi's grandma. So it's like, I guess they thought to themselves like, yeah, this is great. It's like, I guess she did numbers over there in RPGX. So I guess with the closing of GoGo, they really thought, all right, let's just go all in and make effectively Action Taimanin the supplement to RPGX. Like, you like a character in RPGX, you can play them in AT. I feel like that's what they're going to go forward with for like this foreseeable future. Makes me wonder who's going to be. I hope Inage is the character for October, because my goodness, this would be like the best bait and switch they've ever done. With, they make a limited supporter for Foxy Grandma, and it's like someone else like totally out of left field, like fucking the other Hell Knights or something like that. They really didn't have to mess up RPGX Global so badly. I don't know why. It just feels like an aspect of self-sabotage. It really does. It's just so bad. That also closed the other day, if you didn't know. It closed the other day, and, well, good riddance. The one thing we managed to get out of it was, don't give it to those companies, and also they gave it, just like how they have the line stickers for that you like the messaging app for Action Timeline and stuff. They have little stickers you can use inside of RPGX, and they extracted those from the game, and that's great. Love it. Dude, if they put Shikinosuke instead of Inagi, that is I would not be surprised at all. That would make me, it would make me extremely happy, because Boner Boy, I love calling him Boner Boy. He's our guy. He gets to bag some of the hottest bitches in the game while simultaneously getting his bag smacked. Thankfully, if he gets in, I'll be happy. But with this, well, it's a 50-50. If like either one of these, we get Inagi Natsu, like I just want like the hot granny in there. It's like, this is the stuff. If I had the picture with me right now, because there's promotional art for her that shows like what she looks like when she's not transformed, like not in ninja mode and like in regular form. She just looks like someone's grandma, but this ain't somebody's grandma. She just looks like she's a silver fox baby. We could literally sit here. We'll talk about her more when we get to farming. We got the rest of the fucking video to watch. 127 formations and still 10. Not good. They're not going to show all of them, are they? No, they're not, of course. He gets to have a Shiryu in his dreams in the first place. Oh, it is the board game event again, like I was thinking of. That was a very strange event. So, colorful red palette, the La Tomatina event. Everybody gets Bloody Marys, so now we have to play as characters who are red. Oh, you get all of those. That's right, it's the red present box. And you get 10 of those, wow. They really... I just want to say this. These are another one of these items where it gives you fibers and nanomachines and nanomaterials. I remember when, I think it was almost 1 or 2 years ago at this point, where they had the... Kyo, it is right. It is Reiko who is the Fuda teacher. I remember when they had this event, I think it was just last year, where they had you just farmed a whole bunch of quests, and you had the ability to get items and exchange them for items that could give you nanomaterial and fibers. I think in that time, I managed to do I managed to get 3 costumes. It was Asuka's. That's it. We actually did a whole stream of this. Off screen, I got Rinko's outfit. I got Aina's outfit. And then I think I did 2/3 of the work for Asuka's, and we farmed it. I think that was probably not the right thing to do, because they will never do an event like that again, because I kind of showed off the whole fact that I got 3 costumes, which usually takes about 8 months to do. I managed to take out about 2 years of work in 6 days. I don't even think it was 6 days. I think it was like 4, because you use funny programs and make things go faster. But either way, great event. They know now to slow that down. Don't do that. All right, now the playable Francis video.
Yahoo! 元気してた？私はいつだってあぎみぞえ。早速飲みに行こっか。フランシスファミリーのドン。フランシスとは私のことだ。
Wow, she's fucking huge.
オラオラ。
All right, let's go back. For starters, all right, this is the uncensored costume. This is her head right here. This is her head. This is what it looks like. This is one of them. This is 50% larger than her head. It's 50% larger than her head. Oh man. Like one of the biggest characters in the game right here. I wonder how tall her character model is going to be, because I know she's like pretty big for the most part. I wonder if she's like actually as tall as I think she's going to be. This is probably going to be like a stack situation. Tipsy effect disappears upon activating Intoxicate. So we don't know what that does yet. Okay, I'll agree with you there, Kiro. That's the fucking worst sound they could have used for hitting enemies. Like Murasaki, when she attacks, she doesn't have those kind of sound effects. It sounds like I'm hitting someone with like a wiffle ball bat. She's supposed to be hitting with something that weighs like 400 pounds. Like you're smacking someone with an engine block. I should be hearing bones crunching. I should be hearing like enemies getting knocked over. Ooh, that's cool. So she manages to integrate her gun into her attack chains, and she is going to be using her club for this. So that confirms it for me. I like this because I've been reading Higurashi, and it's like, all right. So it's like, oh, Oni material? Yeah, I like this. Also, I think at the same time, I think we're recording this, not Shuten, it's like Ibuki Doji had released in Fate Grand Order, everybody's favorite purple 8-foot tall demon is in the game, and boy is that's a. Just an aside, I got a 5/5 copy of her, so I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good this week. Okay, guys, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling myself over here. What does Flame Flick do? What did that do? Does that give you like a passive situation? Does it shoot stuff? Like, what happened? She has really huge hitboxes on all her attacks, though. It looks like she's armored, though. Because I've been looking like back at this every time to see like what is she? Is she armored? Because like she's sitting there standing in the middle of a like huge like poison wave attacks, and nothing is happening. That's such a bad sound. She is armored for the most part, because she would get interrupted by... I love it. I love that they have like a very detailed model for a Thompson, and they just use that. The damage is like so fucking pitiful sometimes. It's like, I don't think she's using axes though. Ooh, this is interesting to say the least. I like what she's got going on. It's like, I gotta save the sound space for the boobs. That's right. When they clapped, it'd be like that. Like, snake. I've been not captured. I keep attracting the sound of the I keep attracting the guards with the sound of my fat ass cheeks clapping. Well, those bears are like 45. I think they're like in 45 area, which is like low level tower. They didn't take him to anything that was like 90 or something like that, or any of the VR quests. So like that's a I don't know. I'm looking at this as like a question I'm gonna get asked a lot is like, okay, I'm gonna take her to VR. What's gonna happen? All right, if she's very reliant on critting, I'm gonna be surprised. But I was talking about earlier about how like if she shares axes, like in the newsletter itself, it was describing she's got 6 something new weapons. So I think she's going to be one of those characters where they give her an entirely new set of weapons for it. For better or worse, that's not exactly my favorite thing, because I wish they would share with Murasaki a little bit. But I don't know, it's like it's an axes club situation. Like they're supposed to be like, oh, slow heavy hitter attacks. It's like maybe they share the same aspect. I don't know. If they share, that would be great, because that means I can I can give her some of my Murasaki gear to get started. But I really have a feeling we're all going to be having to get new gear for her. I say it like it's a bad thing. I appreciate new weapons, but we're going to be having 32 characters now, and it's only going to get harder and harder for people to get weapons. My Micah could hit 3. There you go. All right. I sound like a real bitch on that one. It's like, well, mine could hit 3. It can't hit 3. Getting to 3 is like really, really hard in the first place. You can actually, like, I think the highest damage I've ever seen in the game is like 200 something million damage. All right, let's get in the game. Spinella make more sense than Murasaki. Well, I guess now we're going to be having we covered all the stuff then. For in terms of like two-handed weapon users. Not arena, we'll do that later. In terms of like big great sword users, we have like, we have 9600, okay. Alright, see you later, Kira. If she had, let's see, if Spinel shared weapons with like, let's see, let's check out Miss Murasaki, because why not? We're talking about her. Like what makes Murasaki Murasaki is because of the fact that she has insanely high base damage. So she is able to just crush everything that gets in her way. Right now, this is selected to all. So, honestly, I want to check that. This is something that, this is an all weapon. So if that was able to get like, oh, each critical hit increases critical damage by 16% for 7 seconds, stacked several times. This is like one of the best weapons for Murasaki in like most situations in the first place. I don't know if that, does that appear on the stream? It does. Wow. I guess that when they updated the game, it caused like, because that's Murasaki's axe. I have not actually played Wuwa yet. As of late, I've been trying to slowly get away from most gacha stuff because it's like it just takes its toll on me. I have my one that I play is obviously this. Sometimes Limbus Company, but it's like I just can't do it. I don't want to. We live in a post Genshin universe now, and it's like their system is so tiresome, and I don't know why everybody wants to copy that now. Is Killing Spree? No, that's still for all. That means they haven't made the demarcation yet for it. Oh yeah, this is her renewal weapon. If you guys didn't know, it's kind of crap. Alright. In other news, we have Lapis's new costume as well. This is a pretty cool one. I was messing around with the supporter. The supporter is pretty cool if you have like, you know, constantly getting healing. Like it's built specifically for Lapis. Like there are characters who are able to make themselves heal very often and a lot. Lapis does it like the best. But like if you use it on someone who has like the SR weapons that can constantly heal, like because the supporter itself, where it is, the supporter itself is very important. But the weapon I haven't used yet, and I honestly don't really intend to. Lapis is effectively there to make sure everybody survives, and it just makes her do that just better, and also deal more damage at the same time. I forget though, who is the? There we go. Use Eleanor. This week is machines. That's right. I want to take off Emily. We're gonna use Eleanor because Eleanor is actually like really good for most machine situations. If you would have ever thought about that, if you would ever believe it, she's beautiful. She says hello to everybody when you meet her. She's a great gal. She's everybody's friend. Let's see. Yeah, Francis. I wonder if Francis ever got a swimsuit. Like, what is that for her? Just getting straight up naked at that point or something? Because she always wears a bikini for the most part during in all of her other art. It's like it's gonna be great. Am I ready for the 6th melody? Dude, I am. I fucking can't wait. This is like, my god, this is such a fucking humongous month. Like I cannot believe what I'm hearing. It's like, it's insane. Like they got the fat titty demons. We got Foxy Grandma. We've got new Anrose. We've got new Spinel. We've got new Saika. And we've got new Kurenai. Like my god, this is the frickin'. What is going on? Oh, new Rinko, obviously too. We can't forget Miss Big Rinko. Because good lordy, my god, what did they do to her? It's amazing. amazing. Let's you fucking bet we're gonna do this. It's good. Oh my god, it's good. This is like when Lena got in the game. It's like, well, when Lena got in the game, I was excited because like it's Lena. Then she plays super good and is really, really fun. I hope we watched the the gameplay video for her. I think in like the last 10 minutes, the ability, and I was like, wow, what is going on with her? She got something. She has something there that it's like, it's simultaneously good and kind of bad. But I maintain my excitement because my goodness, this lady is. She's got the goods to succeed, I'll say that much. Where is demon type characters? Is she demon? Yeah, we can do that. And we got Miss Freelina over here. You don't gotta worry about her, guys, because she's gonna have a free costume that's for everybody. It's great. We got discounted golden pass. Now everybody... Oh, I never realized this. Wow. Demon bugs, you get, deals damage. Become invincible while the bugs are active. How long is that? That's... Wow, that's kind of strong. Fur, what you doing, girl? This is like your second supporter ever, and now you're bringing back invincibility? Damn, girl knows how to back it up like that. Sheesh. This is great. It's like one of the few months. This is like one of the months that's like, damn, this is where it's at. I like this. It's 2 to 3 seconds. 2 to 3 seconds is better than nothing. I'll say that much. 50 seconds, not the worst thing in the world though. But like, my God, incredible. I didn't even know that happened on there. It's probably because it keeps getting like covered up by like the progress bar or something like that. I didn't even read it. I just knew she did like, all right, demon booster. That's fine with me. Everybody's here now. It's the late night edition. You have to stay up late, everybody. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. Let's see, Maelstrom. Do I want a duration burst or something like that? No, I want that. I don't get to use Spirit Blast. I don't get to use Spirit Blast. These Aqua Tears. It's fine. Let's try that though. No, do I want the counter? No, I want the. No, I'll keep the invincibility. We're just trying to farm this. I'm just more or less happy we got the big fat Oni in the game. I'm glad because it's like it's hot Oni summer, everybody. It's hot Oni summer. We got Ibuki Doji over there in Fate Go. She's tearing the shit up over there. She's looking great while doing it. And then we're gonna get our own. That's loud again. That's loud again. I'm gonna turn you down on the speaker now. I'm more or less impressed that it's there in the first place. Like, you go get him. It's hot Oni summer. That's something. Let's just post that every day. It's hot Oni summer. Welcome to Pogust, everybody. Only fat Onis and hot robots around. Oh come on, dude. Why you gotta activate invincibility like that? Well, I'm glad everybody's having a good weekend. Sadly, it is my Monday. Tomorrow, I have to go into work. It's not like it's like it's a bad situation. Like, it's my Monday. I have to go into work. Hashtag hot Oni summer, baby. Got my 5-5 Ibuki Doji. Now I don't have a 5-5 Francis because I was using that money. I was using that money and materials to go play Fate Grand Order. Because I'm that guy. I don't actually like playing Fate Grand Order very much. I don't play it as seriously as I used to. But my goodness, whenever they get new characters that I like, it's like, bro, I'm there. I'm there. I've been there. I will be there. I don't miss. That's what I should have done in the first place, is just nuke it. my man Crushington, I gotta have Francis in the first place in order to make it usable. I don't have Francis. Because I'm also trying to save the gems for when she comes out. Because earlier we were talking about this, and it's like, she's going to have her own set of weapons, and I have to accumulate resources for that. That's not my most favorite thing in the world, when I have to start all over again. And it's like, alright, well, we'll get our arena weapon same day shipping arena weapons. We'll enchain it to plus 10. We'll pick up an SR. I don't mind it though. I will gladly shell out the gems on Francis. That is a character who really would have probably helped the game during when it had the slump that it went in during the bit of a drought it had during the Go-Go fiasco. That's such a perfect name to call it, the Go-Go fiasco. She would have brought in some pretty vested interest, because she's also an RPGX character that most people don't know about, but it's like, man, that's a character who should have got in there, but later they're kiss shot. It's Mary not being playable after 4-something years is kind of sad. In fact, I think she was one of the first events in the Japanese version, so it's approaching 5 years. 5 years, and that poor girl has never seen the light of day again. I think there was a rerun at some point for her. I'm not quite sure. It happened. I think it was because I have a 5.5 copy of that supporter. Because I used to have a 1.5 copy of it because I was too weak to do the event when it came out. But it's like, she's the very first event boss, and it shows. 3 years ago. 3 years into the game, you managed to get a rerun for it. And the thing is, it's like, her supporter was really helpful from what I remember when I started out, because it was like, it's a suppress supporter, I think. So you put it on there and it had like, it was more damage to groggy enemies or something. It was something like that. She's also a potion character. We have 2 very highly received potion characters in the game. Miss Astaroth and good ol' Ina Titchester. Now, I don't know why they keep shorting Mary on this shit. I don't understand it. Maybe they had like a VA dispute or something, or what have you. I don't know. That's just conjecture on my end. But it's like, what am I going to do about it? There's fucking nothing I can do about it. Because I have to sit here and just like a little bitch and say like, oh man, I wish she was here. I wish you were here every day, Mary. I really do. You would be a 100% perfect character to share weapons with Sue. That would be the shared weapon everybody would ask for. That's something everybody wants. People like Sue because she's mechanically very good and at annihilating everything in beyond. People don't like Sue because she doesn't have no chest action going on. Mary would solve that equation for everybody. I like Sue because she's cool. Her VA is someone like really famous, isn't it? Though when you think about it, it's like they managed to get new lines for Noah, and Noah's VA works on like the Genshin series and quite a lot and everything like that. So I imagine it's like the Taimanin branding is just too toxic to you. Yet there are many characters in this franchise who many actors and stuff like that who still manage to do plenty of work without this. For the longest time, I thought like Sue is an AT original, but I thought she was like some other artist character. I didn't know it was an Oe Nagisa character until like this year. It's not on the same level for me as like realizing you can press automatically fill and you don't have to click the button 50 times to upgrade your weapons. I was doing that for 3 years, and that was bad. I did that for 3 years, and before someone told me on stream like you can press like sort from ascending and use it from there. Wow, that We used it today. It's amazing. Oh yeah, that's right. In Venus Vacation, I think it was Patty's birthday recently, so happy birthday, Patty. I think it was, at least. I got the notification, but I didn't read it closely because that was like on a day I wanted to come home from work and not do anything. There's no reason to discriminate on the flat ladies unless they're Yukikaze. It's always okay to hate Yukikaze. There's no reason not to do it. She's like, her older version's got the booty thing going on, but the rest of her just ain't that great. I'll tell you that much. I'ma let you know. I'm like, no way. No thank you. I think that, like, I can't really just sit there and play Venus Vacation. It's 19,334. Okay, I think one more and that'll clear the box. I do the same thing. I just log in and log out. I start accumulating resources from there. Because right now they're gonna release, like I don't gotta care about Penis Vacation very much right now. I'm more or less concerned with, like, okay, we got good old Grand Blue wow, that's alliteration right there. Grand Blue Fantasy is releasing. They got their summer cast going on. They just about to hit their 10th anniversary, I think. And you can really feel the age on them. Like, a bunch of stuff has been power crept. I stopped playing it about 2 years ago, but it's like you can feel a whole bunch of stuff's been power crept. You can, like, a whole bunch like, they're appealing to, like, they got really high sexual appeal now. One of the characters they have is like, the Eternals are very grinding and work dependent characters that you could get for free. And you can now roll for one, which is kind of sad. I just more or less want to see, but I'm just more or less concerned with the fact that, like, they have Galleon. Galleon is one of my favorite characters they've introduced in the game. Same with Fighter. I made a video about good old Galleon and how she's super hot. They're releasing the swimsuit version of her, and I'm like, all right, we've got enough gems to probably do a spark. And you know, and I 100% bet that it's like her weapon's going to be like a hyper diaper limited. It's going to be insane. But it's like that's a game I've been logging in and logging out now. It's like, I think it's the first time I logged in like 8 months. Didn't even log in during anniversary. A question I read about the other day was Gwendolyn Demon Dyke over here is supposed to be made from, like, she's an experimental core of, like, girls who are turned to, like, designed to be like fighter jets or something, and they were like, what's the yellow liquid inside her legs? And we're like, you know, we're thinking, what could it be? It's like, one, the first obvious answer is piss. It's like, that's right, it's got to be like a bag or something. That's gross and kind of stupid. So I was thinking to myself, it's like, all right, well, it's got to be fuel. It has got to be fuel. It's got to be something in there that helps propel her and, like, throw her big hydrodynamic lolly ass around all over the place. Like, my goodness. Like, she just probably flies around. I think she's, like, in the intimacy scenes, like, she's zipping around like a bajillion miles an hour. And then she has, like, all this, like, she's filled to the brim with, like, gas. Like, her supporter itself is very nice for people who want to put it on their Emily or their Shisui and just have them just, like, go auto and live pretty much forever. I barely ever use her because it's like I have better options, but it's more or less like, man, this is a character I would like to actually see playable, because I like it when they actually, like, get to design machines for these series, because they make him look really cool, or at least interesting to look at. It's fuel. It only looks like piss. That's right. Because here I am thinking it's like Granny Province's. I think this is probably the same artist for Granny Province. They look very similar. Alice from Queensblade. That makes a lot more sense than what I went with, because I was thinking of, because it's like avgas is leaded gas is like leaded gas, so it's like 100 something octane, and it's blue because of the lead inside it. However, we got that. Strike Witches, that's it. I was remembered about the show Strike Witches, and it's like, that I don't think that'll work. Whatever. Am I ever going to play Snowbreak? I honestly don't know. Because it's like, I'm trying to cut back on that these sort of games. I don't know if I really want to start another one. It's getting harder and harder for me to want to start those as I've gotten older. Maybe if you asked a younger me, oh yeah, I'd be all over it like white on rice, dude. I'd be playing it as much as I'd probably play this, because it's not like I haven't seen stuff for it. It's that I don't want to work on it. I have a lot of other stuff to do. If I log in now, I get Fenny for free. Is this like the Fat Tits special or something? I can appreciate that. What was that game that added in like the sex update? Like, it's always a joke. It's like, when are they going to add in the sex update? Well, I think and then this game just straight up goes and like, well, they don't call it that. They call it something like a bit more classy, like professional intimacy, like that. My man's right. She's got the good figure going on. Snowbreak is that game. Now, the Snowbreak does it? I don't want to play a game like Nikki. Do I actually play the game? I don't have to sit there and just like meet a stat requirement, and the game will just clear itself for the most part. Because I have my Red Hood in Nikki, and it's like I just level her up and a couple other people, and I don't worry about anything. I find it just very hard to just sit there and play that, because like I would rather be playing Nikki on my Nike. I'd rather be playing Nike on my phone because of the way the game is set up. Like, I have a vertical monitor. Is Snowbreak a game where you like is like a shooter or something like that? Is it the dentistry? Is it the dentistry of gacha games? I mean, Destiny already is a gacha by itself, but it's Snowbreak. The game the game that could. It managed to turn itself around and actually make it a palatable experience. So I have to play it manually. If I grind farm areas, I can skip them. It's a third-person shooter with a base hub. I can honestly get down with that. I really can. Because I want games I can actually sit down and play. I don't want to play. I don't want auto battlers. I really don't. I'm really sick of that stuff. Though I know it'll be like the same situation where it's like it's relatively mindless. Like, I can play this relatively mindlessly. Like, I can blow up events, no problem. That's a game where I can sit down there and get serious with it, which I can appreciate it for that. Yeah, does it actually have working co-op? I don't have to play. It's not gonna be like I'm gonna max a Joao Ricardo in like Brazil, and it has like 2,000 ping, and I'll never be able to accomplish anything. Like I could play on the America server, and it's okay. 2128, cool. Let's do the bonus section. Okay, it's server based. Now, is it like if I play on the Asia server, can I still play in English? That's like what do you call it? Phantasy Star Online, where you like if you play on the Asia server, it's in Japanese. And I'm done with the gacha there. We still have the bonus stages. We got the bonus stages. Who do we want to use? Let's use Phantasma. Fentanyl Phantasma. Well, I mean, this is... Oh, I remember this. This is the one where you have to, Oh, cool. She's still set up for this. Awesome. What do I want as a fourth? Fentmere. Oh, yeah, we'll use Fentmere. Cool. Japanese and Chinese are the only ones left. So there's only like a JP and a Chinese dub. There's no Korean. There's no like Indo dub or like anything else. I don't understand why the English had to leave so quickly though. Oh well. Phantasma baby. Show 'em what you got, girl. Uh-oh. Good lord, she is enormous. I cannot get enough of that. Dreamclaw slash horrors. Phantasma is a very, very good addition. She's also a relatively new character from what I remember. So I'm actually glad they do this sort of like cross-promotion situation. Well, she's new in like the last like this, I think, released this year in terms of like an RPGX as well. Oh, that's right. I didn't equip Phantasma with any other weapons. I think she's still using like a non-upgraded 4.5 or something. Beautiful. She only has 2 units in RPGX. Because I think that's one of her most recent ones as well. Is her the bunny outfit and her default one. Oh, I remember. I was using Phantasma for like for Human Week. Because I wanted her to be the one that puts down disarm, and then you have like Asagi and Nagi go at him. I wish I had Nagi's boss buster swords. That'd be really nice. Who would we use? Let's use Kurenai. I think the last time I ever used her was for like the summer event. We can give her absolute crap because she's actually a pretty hardy character. And how many chapters are out right now for the story itself? Is the story like that engaging? Because I think like probably like one of the better gacha stories I've ever read was Punishing Grey Raven, because it's a very solid dystopian future story. Fate Grand Order is like, it's actually quite good. It's like, but it's like you really are sitting down and reading a straight up visual novel. Because I don't want to play the game like that much. I just want to like get the characters at that rate. I just sit there and like, I think, what is it? Lost Belt 6 is you have to sit there and read it for like 20 something hours. It's very, very long. And here's the thing, it's like I'm reading a visual novel right now. We're gonna good old Higurashi blogs. That is and I've spent like the last month reading it. A lot. It's like something like 40, 60 something. It's a lot. Karini. Fighting machines, so we can actually... No, we'll keep that for Phantasma, because I want to keep those so she has that in the first place. Because I want to use Blu-ray. I don't have a lot. Gold boosted. Oh, there we go. Critical boosting because she can actually do that and get it totally away with. Oh, that's right. That's my Ingrid is not that built up. I got my Christmas edition. She's not a machine. Yeah, we'll just do that. Though it's a lot of ranged attacks. The first 5 chapters are a long intro, and it's 6 and beyond. So it's one of those games where it's like it had to try to find its footing for a while before it got anything like real substantial. And this will be interesting because I typically don't have a lot of materials for Kurenai in the first place. But when my 2.5 copy of Dainsleif, oh man. Like I have gotten nothing for her ever since like her life is very painful. Like I could give her a 5.5 weapon, but it's like I don't want to. I don't want to. Alright, let's see how she does. Stormfang, Storm Zone, god damn! It's the booster. We got God's Eye. Oh, that one. That's her heal. What do I want to do with that? No, I'll just put her Taimanin dart on there. That's like a 4th slot situation that I don't know what to do with. Kurenai is a very strange situation for the most part. She is stuck in the past, that is for sure. Like I feel kind of bad for her. I mean, she has her fans, but it's like, I remember when she came out, she was like one of the strongest characters to ever release because she has like built-in criticals and like crazy damage. She's super fast too. But it's like, life has been hard for her. She has gotten very little representation. She's mostly forgotten by the entire like cast for the most part. But I'd like to say congratulations to her because she also managed to get her arrow gauge translated for the first time completely, I think, earlier this year. Or that's been around since like late last year or something, but congratulations there, Kurenai. You actually get some sort of help in popularity. Like, even her mom is probably more popular than she is. Because I know that I think she has a unit in RPGX, and like Kurenai mom is like she got it going on. Kurenai's mom has got it going on, I'll say that much. What a very apt comparison. She's the Michael Myers of the Taimanin franchise. Super strong early on in the game's life, but falls off a cliff as time has went on. Power creep's a real bitch, I'll say that much. Ding. Not bad, Kurenai. Reduces human type characters' damage and defense. Okay, so that just means you use demons or machines. Alright, Eleanor. Show them what you got, girl. Ooh, that's right. I know what I'll change it. I'll change it to something else. She's a stealth red character. I painted her red. You know, I noticed an ongoing trend for characters with meteorite projectiles in this game. They get nerfed. We got Astaroth that sits around with like she can double donk with 2 meteors, Rinko's meteor had to be nerfed in the very beginning because it was so low cooldown and such high damage. It's insane to think about that. It's like, yeah, it's real. It's a real thing that that they have to deal with. I want this one. Where is it? There it is. Golden heart. Gold. There we go. Get it in red. Oh, you can't change the colors for those. Darn it. Let's go get him, Eleanor. Let's fucking slay. He's out of line, but he's so right. I've never seen a man so right and roll so wrong in the first place. Oh Lord, stop and get away from her. She's a good lady. She don't need none of your shit. Oh, I love machine head. Make a splash there, Eleanor. 2 million, not bad. I still find it really neat though. It's like there are characters from the very beginning of the game who have like fallen off drastically, but there's something about Asagi and Yukikaze that really keeps them in the race. Even with all these characters getting these special buffs, all these crazy things, those two manage to actually like keep up with everybody. Because, like, man, their kits are just, like, so solid. Not to mention, it's like they're insane damage dealers, too. Sakura is the only one who just, like, falls off really hard. Like, she's really good until you start getting into, like, really high content. Where Yukikaze and especially Asagi, Asagi is, like, a massive DPS dealer. If you're able to keep her safe or pilot her really well, you can make her deal, like, really strong damage. I use Asagi for high level tower clears. For like when I want to go to 100 on Mast, I use her because she just sits there and gets 50 stacks. I incapacitate her for 20 minutes, and she'll deal like 500,000 damage still. It's nuts. Ryan really is like a crazy weapon to use in the first place. It's honestly like, I can hardly believe it's like, that is a day one type of skill, and it still manages to keep relevance with him. I mean, not to mention the fact that Yukikaze also has Crime and Punishment and, what do you call it? Greek Fire. Greek Fire is actually really potent. Yeah, I'm glad you can represent her very well, Zeus. She can have the throne on your castle any day of the week, but for me, she's the jester of my court because my lady Asagi, she's a hell of a lot better than her sister. I can leave her alone, so I can switch that up. I don't want Fire Wave. I want Fire Blast because I want her to stay away. What I do want is this. I want Faust on the person I control, so I can instantly drop it, and when she uses it, where is it? We don't exactly have a lot of debuffs with this setup. I wish I had a higher level Fumo Yukina. 40%, just raw 40% more skill damage. That's like molto penne. That's the stuff you write home about. I wish I could use 2 of the same supporter, so I could just use both copies of Stella at once. I don't know. This lasts so... Yeah, we could do this. This is fine. That's right, yeah, I actually get to see Micah footage. She's like one of the people I use on my tower, not in tower, on my in VR, because I love being able to just have her sit back and nuke people. Let's go, girls. Let's kick some ass. Nice. Epic. I like it. Even with the little debuff, we still made it. Alright, I need to change something a little bit. Because if I wanted to do it, Eleanor can do a lot more damage here than Astaroth can, because she has really good crowd control. I don't want that. I want this. Which is... Where is... You can use Spirit. You can use Feral Spirit to do like... Not Spirit. Spirit Blast to make your double dodges do more damage. But the thing is, it's like, honestly, I'm a weird guy. Let's be honest. And I like to use... It's not Maelstrom. It's your Extreme Dodge attack. Aqua Curtain. Oh, I've already got Aqua Curtain equipped. Because if you use Aqua Curtain in a place like this, like during machines, because they have so many ranged attacks in the first place, you can actually make her like... You can keep her pretty strong if you're controlling her. But we can't actually equip Spirit Blast, so we're going to use Spirit Blast. Let's change her clothes. This is one I like a lot. Sports. But in talking about Sakura again, Sakura is actually pretty good for this, for machines in the first place. Granted, she can't disarm them, but she can actually make them stay in place, which is very, very helpful. Spirit Blast. Gizzard Burst. There we go. Good job, everybody. Great run. I loved messing around with the Torajiro Infinite Invincibility build. That was a lot of fun. Like, it was a total meme because you had to sacrifice like a pretty good chunk of your damage to make it work. But I liked the fact that you could just sit there and be invincible for like hours on end. It's a lot of fun. Oops, that was a bad move on my part. Spear Blast. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Neutral Dodge. Spirit Blast. Goku, help me! Ah! I wonder if they had to compress the sound effects for like mobile devices or something. Granted, they also really use a lot of sound effects for like the cheap seats too. Like, as I've heard these sound effects in other games, but also they do a little thing called mastering, and they make the sound effects sound good. I don't know. It's like that's entirely a personal preference thing right there for me. Cause like, this is a perfect one. They use a door opening sound effect from like, Doom uses like the whooshing door sound effect that like you press E, you open the door, and it like makes the wow sound. You can't make it with your mouth. It's like, it's an entirely mechanical sound. This game uses it too, but they managed to compress it a lot and it sounds like really shitty. In fact, there's another really good example. This is, a lot of the textures are really compressed for some reason. I managed, there's probably like a bunch of like uncompressed high-level assets that they use on like server side or something. Because when you use when you take a look at the game inside, they look a lot better for some reason. I guess that's when you're in the pipeline of the game itself. They don't pull from the high-quality assets. But I know they pull high-quality assets because the character models look pretty goddamn good most of the time. Like they got the PS3 special, but it's not like, oh, we're playing a bargain bin, bargain basement type of thing. We got the good ladies out here. You shot me. You shot her. Spread it out. You gotta be careful. I would probably have a lot better setup if I didn't just use that for her. Where is she? Where is the best supporter in the game? There she is, New Year Felicia. Hello Felicia, welcome back. It's good to see you again. How have you been? I know you were away for such a long time. But don't worry, hun. We got you. Because I realize it's like, maybe we don't need to do that. We can have actually Micah activate it because she does a late activation. I forgot I'm not playing Astaroth. It's usually like, oh, that's right, Astaroth? Yep, that's her. I'll do that. No. I messed up. I walked forward and I held the button down. I'm like, this isn't working. She did 37,000 damage. It doesn't even register as a 1. It registers, it's less than 1%. That's amazing. I didn't even think that was possible. Because they don't show decimals, but it's like, wow, you can do damage and still not be on the same radar in the first place. Not bundle up. Spirit Blast! Oh, that's right. I picked up my AP earlier. I forget how much. I forget what run I'm on. Oh well, they don't last that long in the first place. Back up. Good hit, good hit. Spirit Blast. Oh man, oh shit. Did you see that? That was a 12,000 damage crit. Good lord. Here's the thing too, it's just like, man, the machines are simultaneously always one of the easiest and difficult missions for VR. Granted, I could have positioned better so I didn't get her kicked in the face. But it's like, man, we're at step 31, dude. This is 31, and we're taking a 12,000 damage punt to the face. Have you guys tried Wuthering Waves for the most part? I understand it's made by the same people who made like Punishing Gray Raven and everything. And while I do enjoy Punishing Gray Raven a lot, I know it didn't make them. It makes money, but it doesn't make the kind of money they would like to do. I understand Wuwa is doing pretty fucking good right about now. It's a consistent chart topper for sales, so it's certainly doing something right. My question is though, is it any good to play? Is it just like another? Is it effectively just another Genshin clone, but it manages to do something right? It's the same situation with like well, here's a perfect one. What I wanted to lead into this is from what I remember, Punishing Great Raven itself is I think 10 something gigabytes. It's doable. You can put it on your phone. You have then Wuwa. Wuwa itself is like I think 30. Genshin and Wuwa are like, you know, they're pretty hefty on like your storage space, so it's kind of rough to put them on like your phone. Then you have like Zenless Zone Zero itself. I don't know if it has like a mobile release or something, but it's on PS5 and you can play it on the computer. But that thing is like 50 gigabytes itself. Whatever happened to like, my God, what's the deal with storage space, you know? Excellent. It's like I can't see myself getting me like, a fucking 55 gigabytes. That's the bare minimum install too. You just know as time goes on with updates, it's gonna double in size. Like that's 100 gigabytes I gotta dedicate to that. It's like, man, I have like four terabyte drives and they're filled with other stuff. It's like I don't really want to like start thinking to myself, oh man, I better get ready for another 7 to 10 gigabyte update. It's like I'm playing fucking Warzone or something, which is like consistently always touted as like, ugh, it's painful to look at. Like, bruh, like this game is, I think this game itself is like 6-7 gigabytes at this point. That's nothing. I'm glad too. Yeah, go over there on a snow break. I get an orc massage area. Ooh, baby. Whip out those oils. I gotta clean up the meat. I gotta get them ready. Nice. Alright, complete a stage. Let's clean up these, and I think we'll call it for the night. I don't want to play. Wait a minute. We have to do the arena. No, dude, that's just for a singular drive. I got, you know, other materials. I got the games taking up other spaces, you know. The other stuff, well, oh, we already did this. I already did this week. Good. I thought I forgot. Let's clean out the store before I forget about it, because I know I will. All right. We have 12-9. All right. Isn't Genshin itself right now almost 100 gigabytes too? Like I can't, like what do you do that's 100 something gigabytes there? I got 20,000 language packs. Uncompressed assets. Oh, speaking of assets, I was playing a game. I was playing a special game earlier today, and when you go through the text and you watch the Live 2D stuff, it consistently adds it to your game's RAM. It stores it there. It doesn't unload the text. It keeps it inside the RAM. So when you hit control, it makes the game load the text and skip through the animations faster. I'm running an i9-9600, an i9-9900. It brings it to its knees because when you load in it loads in all the text. So it takes up like 20 or 30% of my RAM. That's 32 gigabytes of RAM, and it'll take up 30% of that because it's stuffing it all into there. It shouldn't do that. That's really, really bad. I can imagine if you're like someone who's playing on like little Pentium 4 processor with like 2 gigabytes of RAM, you can't even open the game and like read the story without crashing your computer. What a piece of shit. Dead by Daylight's almost a decade old. Is it really? What is that? What I'm thinking of? It's Seven Deadly Sins or something like that. No, it's 7 Days to Die. Seven Deadly Sins is something else. 7 Days to Die actually went gold. You can actually get the real legit copy of it, and it still runs like ass. It too is also a RAM eater. I think it's like I think it had a few RAM leaks in the past. So unless you're playing on like a supercomputer, you can barely just run it at like maximum frames or something. RAM eater games are like, I don't know what the hell they do to those. It's like 8 years. Man, that's tough to think about, because like, do you ever wonder like what were you doing 8 years ago? Like when I was still in school 8 years ago. It's like it's been a long time. Oh man, I need to. Oh my god, guys, we gotta do an emergency farm. We gotta pick up the man, those are fine. We've got to do an emergency farm. We've got to go. Gwendolyn, you know what to do. We need to pick up about another 3,000. Here I am thinking we're done. It's like, no. I guess sometimes I feel like they are colluding with like the processor and like GPU manufacturers, so we get like feature creep, and that way you have to buy the next item or else the game will barely run at all. A perfect example of this for me is like Elden Ring. Granted, I'm playing modded Elden Ring, and they don't optimize their mods very well, and From Software games typically aren't the most best in the oh shit, what was that? In the run department, but it's like, my goodness, shouldn't be that hard to run it. They've got to be in collusions with each other. They just gotta, man. It doesn't make any sense. That's right, everybody. Don't forget, this is bonus attempts and double drop rate or something like that. So go farm your gold. Go farm your gold so you can go do your what is that thing called? The gold gacha thing. Because gold gacha is 100% is a whole lot more efficient than just waiting 24 hours every day to go farm 150 of the intimacy items. Get him, baby girl. Ooh, yeah. 9 million downloads. My goodness, they are actually. Now that is the perfect story of the game that could. It went from not having anybody. God forbid it's their was it the studio's Final Fantasy situation where it's their last ditch effort, and they really wanted something that's like, oh man, we gotta make money, guys. I can't even pay the rent on the building anymore. We gotta do it. And lo and behold, by God, they managed to save the company, make a bajillion million dollars. $9 million in revenue. Where's the game based at? Is it China or like Korea? What's the conversion rate for 9 million to like whatever currency they do? If it's something like that, then that's very impressive. Like, that is good job for them. Jeez. Oh, okay. Whoa. I was gonna say, like, wow, Eleanor. Girl's got some real pull over there. She knows how to turn tricks if I ever saw it. Spirit Blast. We'll do reaction content. That's right. We'll go watch Tamer's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos and we'll just have live reactions to that. That's just like an aside thing. I was just thinking to myself about that. I love those videos. It's China. I think their currency is quite a bit stronger because we keep making it stronger. For every Genshin, there is a snowbreak. Just trying to make their way in the gacha world. And now they managed to make themselves $9 million US. Bet those motherfuckers went on a vacation. They went on down to Bangkok. They got themselves had themselves a good time on Snowbake Player's dime. And don't worry, they came back refreshed, ready to roll, and they made themselves something beautiful. I wonder how you pronounce that. How do you pronounce it? Yuan? Is it pronounced yuan? Chinese yuan? Because obviously Japan is yen. Or is it yin? Yin? Yen? Oh crap. That was a bad move. Yuan. Okay. Yuan or Yuan? No, you didn't say on like O-N. You said an. Yuan. I'm gonna have so many of these damn tokens. I don't know what to do with them. Alright, I think I need like 3,000. I wish I could check. I wish I could check. I could check in any menu. That's... Damn it. Oh, that's right. We have these. I'm not gonna lie, those facilities that like make like 1,000 of these like every time are pretty great. They're really helpful when new characters come out, so I can level them up quickly. Because I think like whenever a new character comes out, I have to use like I think 1,000 of these to level them up, which honestly it does is a test. Well, it's like it's not just to level them up. It's to get all their skills to 25. So we can go from a very good beneficial, go for a very direct look about where everybody's going to have them. Like 3,500, like they used to never give these out in the first, they gave them out a lot in the first place. And now we have a way to, now they barely give them out at all. Because we have a way to passively create them. Which reminds me, I need to put... Oh, that's right. Thoughts on the new girl and the weapon. Well, first, Elian. She has a name, and her name is Francis. And her weapon, I'm kind of indifferent on. Because it's a big old bat. It's, I don't think she's going to be sharing any weapons with anybody. Because when I was reading the newsletter, it showed that she has a bunch of, like, there are no names I recognize on the rate up for it, which means she's gonna have a unique weapon. Like, she has a unique debuff. Like, her weapon itself is, like, it's huge. It's a big ol' studded bat. She's probably got other weapons, too, that do the same thing. But, man, have you seen, we watched the video earlier, and she's got, like, I don't need that. I think I probably can do this. Finish that up there. When you get out there, and, like, she's had, like, there's they show her, like, introduction angle, and, like, she's, like, slings the bat behind her shoulder, and, like, you get to see, like, one of the breasts over there, and then, like, it's compared to her head because you're looking at an angle. And it's like it's bigger than her head. I hope to God that she is like has the. I want to do the character model comparison later on, where she has like where we stand him in the private room, and it's like I think Eleanor at one point was the tallest character in the game, is Francis going to be taller? Because it's like, it is so huge. It's like I said when Rin first appeared, it's like, she's so huge she looks like she's shoplifting watermelons, and she's still human. Now we got a demon in the game, and she's like that big. She's not just shoplifting watermelons, she's taking the whole fucking pallet with her, man. She's enormous. She's great. It's gonna be amazing. I can hardly believe in myself. Yeah, those are just simple items. Alright. I think that'll do it here for tonight, everybody. I've gotta go get ready to go to sleep so I can go to work tomorrow. Thank you all for stopping by. We all got to check out the newsletter, react to some videos, check out some content, and of course clean up some stuff so it can be ready for Francis next week, baby. Oh yeah. Thank you all for stopping by once again. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.